the intro. We're getting straight to it. OppO Fine, excuse me, I call it Fine. The OppO F9. I really like the dynamics of it. Actually, I love the way it look. I love the appearance, and it also don't have Team Notch. So it don't have Team Notch on it. I actually have a little small part just like the Essential phone. That's one of the phones I feel like was a great phone to just want to do all display. This phone do have a fingerprint sensor in the back. One thing I know, one thing I like about it is, the sunrise red, twilight blue, starry purple. That's the three colors, and it got the ColorOS 5.2 based off of Android 8.1. Actually, that's cool. I like that. It have about, I think I have to. I'm gonna put the full specs on, like with the RAM and everything else, GPU and everything else. But I'm just gonna get into what my thoughts and what things I like about it on this thing. And like 3,500 milliamp battery, I like that. 4 gigs of RAM, 6 gigs of. It comes in 4 and 6, 4 and 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. So you got the two options. And one thing, thank you, OppO F9 or OppO, for putting 4 to 6 gigs of RAM. With this new operating system with the Android 8.1, you need at least between 4 to 6 gigs of RAM to run it smoothly without no hiccups and without no choppiness and a lot of gameplay, a lot of that. That's one thing I'm gonna be telling you guys. One thing I wanted to tell you guys is about that. It's like Android phones. You're gonna run these phones with basic phones and put them at a good price. OppO, thank you for that. And I know you teamed up with OnePlus and I mean y'all are the same group, but they know to put a lot of gigabytes in the RAM because multitasking is the key. I will be doing a review on this phone, but I have a LG Stylo here. It's a great phone. It's running, same Android, but it can't multitask that much with 2 gigs of RAM. Like I'm having stuttering and everything else. But we'll be back to that soon. But it has 64 gigs of storage. You got 6.3 inch screen. You got a 2K display. 23 by 40, 1880p pixel. You got multi-touch screen. That's basically, like I said, I'm going to put the specs on there. But 16 megapixel camera with the second one is a 2 megapixel camera. And you got a 25 megapixel camera in the front. So the selfies would be on point using these for selfie with 25 megapixel camera. OppO, please send me one of these so I could do a review, show you selfies, everything with my daughter and everything else like that with my kids. And you got a rear f1.8 plus f2.4. That goes to, the range you want to go focus forward, back, Just like the camera I'm using now, I got a 1.9, with a 2.1, how far I can zoom in and zoom out, get the clarity of the quality of the picture. That's one of the things. And one thing I love about these card phones that these guys are bringing out now, it comes with cases already on it in there, with, pretty much protect the phone and everything else. So, it comes in a box, like I said, with OppO. It got adapter, headsets, USB cable. I think it's a USB Type-C cable, but they say USB. Warranty out the box, and broken with a warranty. You got the warranty guide there. You got the SIM ejector tool in the case. That's one thing I like about these places to have these. Like I said, I'm gonna have pictures and everything coming up on these. And like that watery display they have there, water drop display. Actually, OppO did a really good job on this phone. Just keep up the great job with these phones, man. Like these phones are getting amazing, and they're not getting expensive. I know Apple and Samsung are gonna be really expensive, but this is my impression. If I could get my hands on this and do more of a impression, more of a review, OppO, like I said, link down below. But my thoughts and everything of this phone, it's a great phone. I would like to purchase this phone or at least get my hands on it and do more reviews so you guys can see this phone because this is a great phone. I know they actually recently just made a phone that, Jerry actually cracked it open. I mean, like basically just bent it and then cracked open. It had that little display there. But that was just to me, it was a prototype, just figure out what they want to do to make the display, get our opinion. But that's sometimes what we have to do is, you know, as people that make phones, you got to put a phone out there as pretty much as a prototype and to see what you thought, so we can make a change. And I think by bringing this phone out was a really good change, and really good phone. I love the storage. I love the RAM. Like I said before, using that RAM is the biggest thing on this new operating system on this Android. It's almost like running Windows. You can't run a 2 gigabyte RAM on a Windows 10. You're not going to be able to multitask. You're not going to be able to play games like you want to or multitask with the games. It's going to slow it down. So that's one of the things I like about it. But tell me your thoughts. Like I said, I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to post up on here like specs. I'm going to leave that probably like the end of this video or the beginning. So you guys see that there. But tell me your thoughts. What you think about this phone? Are you going to be purchasing when it's available or whenever pre-orders? They said that pre-orders, I guess you could get them in certain websites. You could purchase it. Tell me your thoughts, what you think. Leave a comment below. And I want to gladly thank you guys for watching ICH3 Tech. And I'll catch y'all guys in the next video.